Booyah. We got the greatest, the wonderful Mr. Anthony Pettis. Just won the UFC. I mean, great role model, everything we know. If you didn't follow his track record, just coming up in the martial arts with extreme taekwondo, right? ATA, right? See, you know, when we say MMA wasn't about the traditional element, it's everything, and he's a prime example of the complete martial artist. Talk to him, sir. Give him a little intro.
Yeah, I think my style, the way my upbringing was traditional martial arts. It gives you this background that you can build off of. You get these guys that come in here, they think it's all about being tough, and they think it's about how many hits I can take. My coach has the best quote ever. He says, your toughness is your savings account, your skill is your checking account. You don't touch that savings account until you have to. So, like you're saying, the point MMA system is a brilliant idea. I think all the gyms should embrace this. I mean, these kids, they don't need to get beat up at 5, 6, 7, 8 years old. Their careers won't last long. And you give them a system that they can compete in. They still understand the mindset, the training behind mixed martial arts. But when it's time for them to actually get hit, and it makes sense to get hit, or learn not how to get hit by using points, I think that's key. I mean, that's why my style is different. All of my fights, I think I've gotten hit maybe twice or 3 times. That was legit, and it's from point sparring. I understand it's like, for me, it was a game of tag. I hit you, you can't hit me back. I take that same element into mixed martial arts, and that's why I think my success is where it's at.
And when you won the championship, which was so wonderful, man, just the flow, and I know they counted you out, but you just went with the natural flow. You ain't thinking, and that's what that tradition do.
Definitely.
It puts you in that pressure where when the pressure go, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, it seemed like you hit it, and it's like, damn, I ain't even realize I did that, but that's what your body did. I mean,
I think I've been training since I was 5, man. So you do martial arts. I'm 26 now, 21 years. It's natural, and that's what it has to be for these even kids now growing up. It has to be natural. We don't have to force it on them. But the more natural the flow is, and that's why I think the point system is a brilliant idea, because they're not going to get hurt. You don't have to worry about getting beat up. You're learning while you're competing. It makes it amazing. I mean, taekwondo point sparring was my base. That's it. Taekwondo's point sparring. My mom wouldn't let me box in tournaments because she didn't want me to mess my face up. And at the time, I didn't understand that, but now I respect her for not letting me do that. And it shows in mixed martial arts. I barely get hit. And I know I can take a hit. I know that it's there. But why take a beating if I don't need to? I use that point system, that point system base to my striking, and you change a little bit of the technique, and you kick a little harder, kick a little different. And I mean, Duke Rivers actually really helped my style. It comes from a traditional martial art background itself. I could talk about this all day, man. I'm such a believer in this system. I own my own gyms. I teach this to my kids. It's huge. It's huge for me. Point MMA is going to be something that needs to be implemented in all the gyms. There should be tournaments. I mean, it should be huge. Mixed martial arts is the #1 thing in martial arts right now. Everybody wants to be a fighter, and you put that point system behind it. It gives us families a chance to do it, young kids a chance to do it. You don't have to be the best athlete to do it. It's a fun way, easy way to learn mixed martial arts.
Last thing closing. Little kid struggling right now. He gone home. Mom gone. The hood just trying to take him under, and he's saying, I want to kill myself. I can't go on. What we going to say to him right now to get him to change?
I was that little kid, man. I lost my pops at 16 years old. He was killed in a house robbery. All we had was martial arts, and I really credit me being where I'm at to Taekwondo. If Taekwondo wasn't in my life at that age, I wouldn't be where I'm at. I mean, I had all the options to take the easy way out. Go to hang out with my friends. Go, do the things that people were pushing on me. You lose your dad. I had an excuse right there to just give up on life. But you know what? My mom was very strong, and I think you guys, as kids, you have to find a role model. You have to find somebody that you want to be like, and that's it. You got to be like them, and the way they represent themselves is what you're gonna, feed off of. Whether it's martial arts, whether it's fixing cars, working at a sub shop, it doesn't matter. Put everything you want to. Attitude determines altitude. So whatever attitude you come into, whatever you're doing, if it's school, if it's homework, if it's chores, if your attitude's not good, your effort's gonna be bad. So attitude determines effort. Effort determines altitude. Take it to the sky.
Now you ready?
Thanks, man.
Thank you, man. All right, we got.
Start with a couple jumping jacks. Do a little like 10-minute spurt, like warm up or something.
I wanted to be a champion, but everybody else wanted to be a teacher when they was a little kid. But at the basketball school, and that's why I want to be a champion. God bless him.
This is more
holding a recording. This is energy that's not released often. Most of your enemies can only take portions. Something that consumes your competition with exhaustion. All you need is 2 minutes, dude, in it, 1 round. This is the rundown, Shaolin at sundown. Showed up the jungle just to rumble and you run now. Improve your technique while your people try to run wild. This is point MMA, champions don't sit and play unless you fight sweeter than Chick-fil-A's lemonade. Don't be nervous, many men have been afraid. Time for a change, see the difference a minute made. Lyrical renegade, I do it for the culture. Filled with more energy than Iron Man's repulsors. Strap on your gloves, we gon' show you who the boss is. Time to learn your lesson, don't forget your true culture. Your body hits harder. You never seen someone who fights like this, like this. You better think smarter if you ever really plan a fight like this. How you technically, 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 you better roll with the punches and handle the hits. To be the last man standing with a championship. So many slaps and grapples and damage and kicks. You want a second guessing if they just can manage the mix. Touch gloves and bow right after the gong. Fireballs in the palms, electric glows from the arms. What I envision when I'm making a song is I want this thing forever like I'm Drake and LeBron. You dig in the trenches and hustle and working and hoping that this song for certain's not the extended version. But it will not stop me, cause probably the price to stop is too costly. Making your head rock from the lockers to the car seat to the corporate office lobby. Leather interior inside the Ferrari. Cars and kamikaze. These are apologies for sorry. Are we here to battle? Or are we taking on zombie armies? Fighting like Chuck Norris and Bruce while training these players like Vince Lombardi. Your body hits harder. You never seen someone who fights like this, like this. You better think smarter if you ever really plan a fight like this. How you technically, how you technically, how you technically, how you technically, how you your body hits harder. You never seen someone who fights like this, like this. You better think smarter if you ever really plan a fight like this. How you technically, how you technically, how you technically, how you technically, how you no rival, no rival. Tell them to play hard or go home. No rival, no rival. How you gonna act now when I never back down? No rival, no rival. Tell them to play hard or go home. No rival, no rival. How you gonna act now when I never back down? Your body hits harder. You never seen someone who fights like this, like this. You better think smarter if you ever really plan a fight like this. How you technically, 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 how you your body hits harder. You never seen someone who fights like this, like this. You better think smarter if you ever really plan a fight like this. How you technically, how you technically, how you technically, how you like, warm up or something. No.
I wanted to be a champion, but everybody else wanted to be a teacher when they was a little kid. But at the basketball school,